Jason Reese Media Production. Director Jason Reese. Camera 1. Date August 2nd, 2015. Scene 1, take 2. Action! Hi, it's me, Jason Reese again. Back with another episode, another unexpected episode of Good Morning Batavia. Hang on here, now what's wrong? I don't see the camera on. Alright. What the hell's going on? The camera's not on. There we go. Much better. Well, we're going to have to try to get Mike again if he's interested. I hope he is. Anyways, welcome to Good Morning Batavia. I'm your host, Jason Reese, and I'm here for another half hour here live from the city of Batavia, New York. News, weather, sports, live traffic, plus great entertainment. It's all about Jason Reese Media. Let me tell you about Good Morning Batavia. Located live in the city of Batavia here on West Main Street is my residence and my studio. Using one camera, by the way. Last time I never turned on the microphone, so I had to start all over again. But still, it's a nice day out here in Batavia, New York, and in a few minutes I'm going to see if Mike Jamel wants to come back and finish up an interview we started. Actually, it was a good interview, but you know, you can only do this so many times before people get impatient. So there we go. How's that for you? Little headroom, and there he is, Jason Reese Live. And I have to run over to the monitor for a second and try to get this on YouTube. So I'll talk to you. I'll be right back in a few seconds. Until then, I'm going to point the camera outside so you can get a live look at Batavia, New York. All right, welcome back. Show business is tough. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. So whenever you get a chance, I'm there until 11:30. All right. Thanks, Dan. All right, back with Good Morning Batavia. I'm your host, Jason Reese. Let me give you a rundown of what's happening in the weather right now. Well, let me give you a rundown on the headlines. Buffalo Bills training camp are at St. John Fisher. Batavia Muck Dogs are home this week. Batavia Downs begins their season, which opened Monday. And today's the preseason broadcast of Good Morning Batavia, Jason Reese Media presentation, live here on Google Hangout and on YouTube. I talked to Mike Jamel. He says he's going to swing by, and hopefully we can get this thing right. But right now, I see the microphone is working, so you know how you can check? By going like this. Let's see what's happening here. Anything? I see it moving. Okay, you are listening to everyone. No, we don't want to mute the microphone. Mute microphone's fine. Hide participants. Look at that. How's that? That's a little better. And hopefully, hopefully we can get things going. What the heck's going on? The camera's working. Oh, I know why. Because it's not a video. Check here. What's this thing here? Alright, that might work. So we're going to try it again. Weather for today, high of 84, low of 68, and sunny. For tomorrow, Monday, August 3rd, high of 76, low of 58, thunderstorms. And for Tuesday, high of 74, low of 54, with thunderstorms. Currently, it's around 70 degrees here in Batavia, New York. I am your host, Jason Reese, and this is the second take for Good Morning Batavia, but that's part of going on live. When you don't have a big budget like myself, you have to do everything on your own. And part of it is technical difficulties. I forgot to unmute the microphone, but right now I'm looking at it, and it looks like things are running pretty well right now. Good Morning Batavia is a presentation of Jason Reese. I started this at Genesee Community College in around 2010. It was an all-radio show, but now thanks to Google and thanks to YouTube, I'm now putting it online, live from the city of Batavia, New York. Now, I've been broadcasting since online since 2008. But this is the first time I ever used this type of format, video format. You know, the reason why I don't use it is because I have the face for radio. But that's just part of life, I guess. Not everyone is going to be a supermodel or anything like that. So I'll tell you a little bit more about Good Morning Batavia. It's a locally based show based about the city of Batavia, New York and Genesee County, New York. Genesee County, Darien Lake, Genesee Community College, Thurman, Batavia Downs Gaming, and Batavia Downs Harness Racing. What else do we have in Batavia, New York? We have really not much, because Batavia, New York is only a city of about 20,000 people, if that, if I'm correct. So there's not really a lot to do in Batavia. You have to do things on your own, and that's why I came up with Google Hangout. I mean, that's why I switched over to Google Hangout. It's a very good way of getting your message across, but it's also a hit and miss thing, because right now all I have is one viewer. But that's okay, because you can store this on Google, and I can watch it later on. So I think I'm going to enjoy what's happening here. So let's play around with this thing for a second. Effects. No. There we go. Oh, we don't need those, by the way. It's not yet, anyways. Hey, how you like that, everyone? Let's get rid of the Google effects. But you can have all sorts of fun on using this form right here. And I'm a little bewildered, because the last time I did this, I did a great job of doing it, but now I'm a little stumped But it's also live broadcast. So hopefully we can later on down the road. Let's see what else we have here. Add app. There we go. Take this over here. We can add some stuff later on, but right now I'm not. What the heck's going on here? Okay, I have no problem with that. You know what? Not sure what's happening. Lights blinking here. Boy, oh boy. I'll be upfront honest. I'm not sure what's going on with this Google thing right now. There we go. Tough times at Jason Reese Media right now. Well, we're gonna try to get Mike Jamel to come over in a few minutes, and we're gonna try to get that interview done, which was a good interview, by the way. But it's important to have guests on your show. We're gonna try lining up politicians, community leaders, musicians. Also, I'm going to try getting some interviews over the phone or MP3. So there's all sorts of things you can do when you have a format like this. It's 11:12 right now, so later on today, I'm going to head over and watch my friend's house, and we're going to watch a little golf and just take it easy. But right now, I'm a little disappointed by the way things started with this Google Hangout. Well, it looks like it might work. Oh, I think I know why, because I turned that off. That had my speaker on and it was doing it that way, but that's okay. Anyways, we talked about the weather and we talked about the headlines. Let's talk a little about myself. I've been in Batavia since 1999, and I went back to college at Genesee Community College to update my social and educational skills. And part of my education was communication and media arts when I first attended GCC. I received a degree in that, but right now I switched over to physical education from 2010 to 2013, and that's what I've been concentrating on lately, sports. I like music and all, but sports is very diverse, and it's a very good field to get into if you have that time to do so. Anyways, I'm going to go back over to Mike's room and see if he'll come over for the next 15 minutes or so. And I'll tell him what happened. I told him what happened the last time. We had a technical problem. I never checked the microphone, and right now it looks like things are mute. No, we don't want to mute the microphone. The camera is on. We have enough bandwidth. We have our settings, and leave call. I don't want to do none of that right now. So right now we're live, and we're in Batavia, New York, and I'm gonna go get Mike Jamel and see if he wants to swing by. What time is it? 11:15. 11:15. But let's do a live traffic update for you. Right now, live traffic is brought to you by Jason Reese Media. Jason Reese Media, home to Good Morning Batavia. And as I point the camera out my window, you can see what's happening here on the west side of Batavia, New York. We have live traffic coming from heading west, going toward Buffalo. We have sparse traffic, nothing you can't maneuver around. On the way back, heading east toward Leroy, New York, we have heavier traffic, but it's not nothing you can't maneuver around on a day like today. Now, as we get closer and closer to winter time, the traffic's going to be a little bit much more diverse. The weather is going to be a little rougher, but that's part of life of living in Western New York. That's just what you have to do to keep things going, as they say. So I'm going to run over and see if Mike wants a real quick interview again. He didn't seem too thrilled the last time, but at least we got it going because, like I said, this is live abroad. This is a live broadcast. Anyways, till I get back, there's more live traffic from the city of Batavia, New York. It's 11:16 a.m. and you're watching Good Morning Batavia here on Google Hangout and on YouTube. No problem. Just swing by when you can. Come on by when you can. Yeah, that'd be cool. Everything's working this time. And in a few minutes, softball league creator Mike Jamil will be here for the second time. But like I said, that's live broadcasts. Everything can't be perfect, so. Well, at least we'll be getting them, and here he is, Mike Jamil. Mike, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. Sorry about the calling you back, but I think your interview was important enough where people should be able to see it. But anyways, Mike started a softball league in Batavia, New York, and for some reason it created a little controversy. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, I mean, it was just poor communication from the Batavia Bulldogs, a youth organization that runs football around. That's basically what it was. I mean, I filed some paperwork. A while back I asked the department what was utilized last year, so what I was looking into, and they informed me that there was youth football on Monday and Tuesday nights. So I took Monday and Tuesdays off the board, and it turns out it was the Blow Ducks who actually reserved fields.
Okay.
I believe that's run by Mark Lawrence. They had reserved fields on Monday and Tuesday nights in prior years, so that's why they had information. The city does what they can. I'm not. I don't agree with everything that goes on in the city. I'm not saying it's a perfect city. No place is, and if you find it, let me know.
Right.
But they really do work if you communicate and you reach out to people and you put in the effort. That's all it takes. I mean, I'm a kid from Section 8 with a New York State GED for education, and I'm able to do that.
Right.
Seizure disorder.
Right.
I have seizures, and I'm putting this together. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm working on flag football. I'm working on basketball. We're trying to make it all affordable right now.
Right.
There's some kinks right now.
Right.
We need more facilities for softball, honestly, because there's a high demand. I have fall league coming up, and I might have to cap it a little lower than what the demand is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Facilities. We'll see. I no matter the hurdle, I figure something out. I don't panic. So.
Well, good for you. Why don't you tell us? You have some playoffs coming up. Tell us where you can go see the games. What time you can see the games?
Okay, for my men's league on Thursday nights, I have the playoffs are coming up. Yeah, and that is this Thursday. Both games are going to be at Kibbe Park this week. We will be using Williams Park for people that do want to participate in a pickup game.
Okay.
6 o'clock is going to be at Kibbe Park.
Okay.
And my sponsors are Main Street Pizza will be going against the non-sponsored team at 6. My other two sponsors are TF Browns will be facing Batavia's original, which I'm a part of Batavia's original team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good league.
Yeah, it sounds it. Sounds it. Why don't you? The last interview was great. Why don't you give a shout out to your sponsors and to some of the players and the teams that are helping making this possible?
Well, yes, the sponsors I definitely want to let be known. Without them, and they had faith in me when I wasn't even guaranteeing anything.
Right.
So they made it happen. They helped make it happen. I want to thank TF Brown's, Main Street Pizza, and Batavia's Original Pizza, Batavia. So I want to thank them. I want to thank everybody for their support. I want to thank the players for their respect on the fields over there, to opposing players and to the parks themselves, because I'm the representative, but they're a reflection of me out there. So they understand that if they don't pick up after themselves, if they're acting in a disorderly manner, if they could lose this for everybody.
Right.
So it's on them, and they're doing a very good job. I want to thank Eugene Jankowski.
Yeah.
I want to thank Rosemary Christian. I want to thank Kathy Briggs, John DeLeo. I want to thank Scott Desmond with the Daily News. I want to thank those council people. I mean, even Ray Torres help, man. I mean, he's a good guy right there too. He can only do so much because there's no recreation department, and I said this months ago about a recreation department. There's nothing for a demographic range out there.
Right.
I've been doing all the setting up for years. If you ask about me in the streets, I could get a petition of probably 500 people. So I mean, and that's just off the top of my head.
Right.
So we're working on things. I'm working on, maybe getting a recreation department brought in here, but you never know. I mean, you know how funding goes, and
right. Yeah.
You know how taxes, and people want things and people demand things and feel entitled to them, but they don't want to do anything to make that happen.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, good for you. Now, I know you said you have a fall league coming up. When's that going to take place?
Now, that's going to be taking place August 27th, starting on Thursday nights as well, because the conclusion of my men's league playoffs will be done by then. And,
okay.
Yeah, that's 27th of August. We're gonna get it going as long as we can.
Right.
There's daylight, not enough facilities. There's a lot of factors. Weather.
Ryan's going to say you're probably going to run till about September, October, and because it can snow any time around here.
Yeah, we're looking at first couple of weeks in October.
Oh, that's good.
If we can get it going long. We've had years before where I played in fall leagues in other areas. We played in Oakfield one fall. We played in Wadsworth one fall. We got to play almost till the second week in November, I think.
Wow, yeah.
Not that that's often out here that we get the weather like that to cooperate, but as long as weather permitting, we'll invest. I'll invest into as long as we can get it going. As long as it's safe and people are enjoying themselves.
There you go.
There's demand. They want more and more and more. They asked me for pickup after playing 2 days already in a row. So I do it though. I mean, take advantage of the health while I got it.
Right on. Exactly right.
And then love the energy. Love the energy. There's more energy in this softball. And when I talk to the councilman and when I talk to Jason, I know it's just softball. Don't get me wrong, but it's an activity.
Right.
Something that has not been around here, and there's even more energy than I ever expected.
And it's something positive, but it's something that you don't see a lot in Batavia, New York.
Exactly, because all there is around here really is bars, drugs.
Exactly right.
You got bars, drugs. You got food.
Yeah.
Good. Eat, but you have food, auto repair shops. That's it, and car dealerships. That's all you have in town.
That's what it seems like,
I'm a person of the streets.
Right.
I ride a bike. I'm all over the place. I've always been all over the place in this town. Though I did miss on the community garden. That was brought up for my demographic range for 31-year-old males. But I mean, it's something good and relaxing. Though I'm not going to knock it completely.
Right.
But it's a shame that it should have been mentioned in the top. It should have been in maybe the top 50 of things for 18 to 60-year-olds to do out here, but it was top 3, so I don't. We'll see. They're working on things, so I have faith, and I actually, believe it or not, trust the council people. Okay. I don't know everybody from every ward. I just know the 4 I named off. I
Right.
I've formally spoken to leaders of different departments, and they're people. I mean, not everybody's on the same page always,
Right.
but it's all about communication. It's
It
all
is,
about
yeah.
communication, compromise, understanding. You have to make a goal. All right, this is how we have to make this happen. If everybody's not on the same page, you have to have everybody on the
Right.
same page.
Yeah.
All it takes is a couple people to oppose, and then what? You're just throwing things back, and you have the
Exactly
same
right.
problems.
Yeah.
Also, people get out there, go to council meetings, reach out to these councilmen. They're very good at contacting you. I had no idea. Honestly, I had no idea we even had a city manager before April. No idea. I knew that we didn't have a mayor anymore. I sure didn't know city manager, who the heck it was.
Right.
And I reached out and found out.
Yeah.
Found out where he is, found out how to contact him. It's not hard to contact these people. I don't know this board stuff, this political stuff. But I found out who represents what ward.
Yeah.
And I found out contact information for these four councilmen, and they contact me back. They're actually very good with communications.
There you go.
Very strong communication skills, and they are working to make it better Batavia. I trust them.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for coming back, and good luck with your league.
Thank you very much, Jay.
You're welcome.
And hopefully we got some flag football coming, some basketball. We're working on some numbers, how to make it happen, because I don't want people to have to pay an arm and a leg to have some recreation in their life. That's why I don't go to the YMCA. Too expensive. So we're working on things, and the city's going to be working on things with me to try to help facilitate everything. So we got basketball, flag football, looking forward to the future.
So you basically have sports throughout the year. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mike. You have a nice day, and thank you for being a guest on Good Morning Batavia.
You guys take care.
Yep, thank you. And that was Mike Jamel telling us about his hard working to get some activities going for older people here in the city of Batavia. It's 11:27 a.m. I'm getting ready to close the second take of Good Morning Batavia. Good Morning Batavia is written, produced, directed, engineered, marketed, and published by myself, Jason Reese, for Jason Reese Media. Next week on Good Morning Batavia, it's a little early to tell, but I'm going to try to have another guest live up here. Eventually, we're going to actually be able to go around Batavia and do some live feeds from Batavia, or maybe do some videotaping, and we'll see what happens. But anyways, this is a good format to have for a city like Batavia, New York. As I was looking on YouTube and Google+, not too many people are taking the initiative to do a live broadcast like myself. Anyways, I think I'm going to enjoy this because, first of all, I'm in Batavia, New York, but not every day is going to be nice like today. But since this is the debut of preseason broadcasting, I'm very happy for the way things have started out. I had a guest. Hopefully I got rid of those technical problems. I'll find out in a few minutes, which it should be okay because my microphone light is working pretty well. But we'll see in a few. Anyways, give you the headlines once more. Where they go? Headlines. Oh, they're over here. And headlines as we get ready to close today's episode of Good Morning Batavia. Buffalo Bills training camp. Batavia Muck Dogs are home this week. Batavia Downs Harness Racing open. And today's the preseason broadcast of Good Morning Batavia. Weather for Batavia, Leroy Pavilion, and Genesee County, New York. Today a high of 84, low of 68, and it's sort of windy out, by the way, partly cloudy. And it's partly sunny, For tomorrow, a high of 76, low of 58 with thunderstorms. And for Tuesday, high of 74, low of 54 with thunderstorms. Currently it's 70 degrees here in the city of Batavia, New York. And here's another look at live traffic from the city of Batavia for you. If you're heading at this end of town, to give you an idea of what's taking place right now. Heading toward Buffalo, light traffic. Coming back, a little more sporadic. Nothing you can't maneuver around, though. We have Tops Friendly Market at this end. Rite Aid at this end of town. We have Taco Bell, McDonald's, all on the west side of Batavia. We have McDonald's, Batavia Downs Gaming, Batavia Downs Harness Racing. We have Settlers Family Restaurant, Billy Goat's Bar and Grill. Well, I don't say grill, just bar. But anyways, that's going to do it for today. Good Morning Batavia. Now I hope, well, since today was the preview of it, hopefully we start getting more viewers here at Good Morning Batavia. But for now, I'm your host, Jason Reese, saying I hope you join us next week at 10 o'clock for another live broadcast of Good Morning Batavia, live from the city of Batavia, New York. Anyways, I will see you next week, and maybe later on tonight I'll be on live to do a short version of the Jason Reese Show. Anyways, for Good Morning Batavia, I am your host, Jason Reese. Have a good morning, Batavia, and see you next week. Goodbye. Jason Reese Media Production. Whoops, let's try that again. Jason Reese Media Production. Director Jason Reese. Camera 1. Date August 2nd, 2015. Scene 1, take 2. And that's a wrap. For Good Morning Batavia, I am Jason Reese. Have a good morning, Batavia. Goodbye.